Oh. Okay, so this is a demonstration of how to fill out an outline. Today we are starting with our first steps, which are your homework. Your homework goes here. This is your homework for today. That is not a small amount of work, but a lot of it you have done either through Socratic Seminar or through your note-taking over the last 2 days. So your sources for this are 1, your analysis table, 2, your questioning the question worksheet, 3, the Socratic Seminar notes. Now, where are the Socratic Seminar notes?
Palette.
Wow, great guess. That is correct. Thank you, Genta. Okay, so we're going to start with step 1. Choose your paper 2 prompt and type it in the top of your outline. That should be the easiest. Give me one of them. So you're going to write topic. Give me topic B. That's a short one.
Happiness.
Yeah, but
How does the object explore the pursuit of happiness and the
How is the pursuit of happiness explored in the 2-letter label?
that is pretty
how
cool.
is the pursuit of happiness explored
In the 2-letter label.
in blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
we do
blah?
our homework on here on this paper.
Yes.
Oh, really?
I'm demonstrating the homework to you right now.
I'm doing on this as well, right?
That is the same thing as this thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
No. Because we're recording this. Ding dongs. Okay, so you're going to look at these things. Your sources, so you can look at your analysis. It's one of these things. And then you're going to think, why did the author choose this way and not another way? This was probably in the Socratic Seminar or just thinking. Then you're going to organize your answer into 2 parts. Those are going to be your body paragraphs. So, how am I going to answer that? How is the pursuit of happiness explored? I'm going to say that Vonnegut, you want to start with the author because that's who we're examining. Vonnegut. Pardone?
What?
I don't know
Oh, okay. Vonnegut, that's how his name is spelled. Vonnegut. German. Vonnegut. It's probably not Vonnegut in German, but he's German American, so it's Vonnegut. Okay. Vonnegut. Let's see. Now, I picked this one because Isaac has to do 2 texts, so you can use part of this if it helps you, but you still need to do the rest of it. Vonnegut portrays. What does portray mean? Good. The journeys of 2 American families in their pursuit of the American dream. Notice that I've already kind of started to sort this into 2 parts. One body paragraph will be about the Remenzels. And then the other body paragraph will be about the Hilliers. Notice that although they're minor characters, their role is not minor to me. So that's why I'm making a whole paragraph about them. Okay, so then now we're going back up to our directions. We have done this. We have done this. We have made an approximate thesis. My 2 body paragraphs will be about Remenzels and about the Hilliers. You can also remember that you can also just do 2 body paragraphs about form and function, right? But pursuit of happiness is kind of a tricky topic, so we had to do a different way of doing it. Okay, now I'm going to start your outline. Does the thesis answer the question? How is the pursuit of happiness explored? It is explored in the journeys of 2 American families. That's how it's explored. That's my answer. Ooh, what's that? That is not a highlighter. This is a highlighter. This is a highlighter. Okay, so this is what I'm focusing on. That'll be my answer. Okay, now what? Start my outline. I'm already on 6. I'm moving so quickly. Summarize your idea and write it next to idea 1 or idea 2. Okay, so this is important. I know that you're going to want to skip this. This is important. So idea 1 is about the Remenzels. The Remenzels, what are they? They're pursue... They're pursuing a legacy, right?
Yeah.
Pursue...
What's a legacy?
They're laughing because we talked about legacy in class today.
Really?
Yes, we did. So legacy is like over time, your reputation or your family's name and respect over time. A legacy is like what you leave behind. Kobe Bryant was obsessed with his legacy, right? So then he was actually very good at it. That's why people were so sad when he died, because he actually did a lot of work on his legacy. People who did not work on their legacy so much, Michael Jordan, not that nice of a guy. Yeah, he made a lot of shoes. He's really, really rich, but he doesn't work so much on his everlasting legacy. He didn't try to build a team. It was all about him. So then Kobe Bryant, always going to be one of the greats. Michael Jordan, always one of the greats because he's just such a fantastic player. But in terms of legacy, spottier. Okay, legacy is what you leave behind for memory's sake. Genta, what did I just say?
Legacy is what you leave behind for memory's sake.
Amazing your peripheral reading. And just making you repeat it so that your brain has 2 chances to absorb it. Menzel pursues the continuation of their legacy. And notably, are they successful? No, they fail at it.
Yeah.
They lose it. At the end, the last line is the dad going, well, I guess we're never coming back here again, which is so humiliating. So they've literally spent millions of dollars and generations at that school, and in one day, the dad torches it. Yikes. Is your brain okay? It's a depth perception issue. Okay. Whereas, on the second one, we're talking about the Hilliers. Tom Hillier is on the up and up. We see 2 generations of the family, right?
He's already making.
So then it goes from car mechanic.
That's scholar boy. That's
So scholarship boy.
Scholarship boy.
That's literally what they call Tom. Tom is a scholarship boy. To son getting the highest score ever.
Yep. Which is a big deal, I would say.
Huge deal.
But then again, they've only had this test for a little bit.
No, highest score ever is always a big deal. Somebody's always going to be your record, but the fact that you say you did it at one time is a huge deal. So then we're going to call this like the American success story. And in that way, they seem very successful. They seem happy. They're always happy in this story, even though they have a car that's literally tied together, right? The door is tied onto the car, which if you live in America long enough, you'll be lucky enough to see it. It is something amazing, I tell you.
Is it?
Yeah, you use bungee cords to attach.
Wait, I saw the car was its back door was broken, and so it's like.
My cousin used to just put garbage bags in her windows when they were broken.
It's interesting.
It's like a thing.
He's a car mechanic.
Car mechanic,
His
he's a
dad-
broken car. So then that also tells us something on a side note, right? Like he's choosing to drive around in what? I think it's the thing about really people who are really, really, really wealthy, like Warren Buffett. He drives around in a little dinky car. He had his car for like 40 years, and then he finally got a new one. He got an electric car, and that made the news. Because the dude is one of the richest people on earth, but he lives in the same house he bought, the first house he bought, first wife he married, and he still drove around that little car until it died. Warren Buffett.
I thought you were talking
No,
about
Elon Musk is not the richest person in the world anymore. He sank $44 million into Twitter, and now he's sinking Twitter. So then, the difference is Warren Buffett has never really wanted to be famous, and Elon Musk has desperately wanted to be famous. So that changes. Warren Buffett is one of the richest people on earth. What?
What does he do?
Math.
Oh, yeah.
So math.
He just did straight finances. He didn't do any tricky stuff. He literally just did math. Very good at math. And he like eats McDonald's every day and stuff because he really believes in McDonald's. He's like a true American success story.
Who is the richest?
Does it matter to this conversation? We are 2 minutes out. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going back up. We started our outline. Okay, so we've summarized our idea, body paragraphs. Now you're putting in your evidence. So then for evidence, I would go down. I'm only going to get to do one of these because we started talking about rich people again. So evidence. I would start with the evidence. So here, I think that quote from the mom about these will be the happiest 4 years of your life, right? Or any of the things about Remenzel's having like more than 30 people at the school.
All of them went to
right? At the school. Like, and then Eli is the 31st. And then anything from like the conversations between the mom and the dad. Mom asking dad questions.
And the dad said, please stop.
Right. So the dad is being like worried about appearance, like taste. He says it's in bad taste to talk about how rich and awesome we are. And the mom is like so excited that she is now rich.
And awesome.
Okay, so they're talking about this. I think then the analysis would be like remember, I use devices or choices. The choices would be in maybe the family dynamic. So that the dad has all the money and is very proud and stern.
But not openly proud.
Right. And then the mom is like so excited about having money. Just very enthusiastic.
As it says,
She's openly enthusiastic about legacy. We are not bringing up race here. Because for this prompt, her racism is not relevant to the answer. So you don't have to bring up every single thing about a character. Remember, every detail has to be tied back for that. What you can say about her is that she is an elitist, and that has some knock-on effects of racism, right? So she is that. But noticeably, for this one, we're talking about pursuit of happiness. So she is... maybe her racism is not connected to whether or not she's going to be happy or not. I feel like she's talking about race mostly because she doesn't have anything else to talk about. Just money and race. She's got only two things in her brain. And Eli. Yeah. But Eli comes third, which is the saddest part. You have to dig past the wealth and the being worried about minority kids, and then her kid's third on the list. So she realizes that mistake in the end. Hopefully she rectifies herself. But man, that's a sad state of affairs. So then the impact on the audience is we are supposed to see them as representing maybe old money, is what we call that in America. So the wealthy upper class. So they have already achieved success. So they've already achieved the American dream. And how do they ruin that?
By using the name to ask the question?
Yeah, by inappropriately using their privilege. They were already privileged. The thing about it is, after they get rejected from the school, they are still like 1% wealthy. I'm sure they're going to go home and cry into their piles and piles of money as they send Eli to a perfectly acceptable school. Right? So the real kicker here is that they lost their reputation at that school. That they are ashamed to go back, that they embarrass themselves by being crass. So inappropriate social behavior leads to their exclusion from this place that they helped build, right? So they helped build this school, and then he embarrassed himself so fully he don't want to go back again. So then I think that's the failure. Okay, so then these notes go in here. And then the context, which is the last minute of class, context would be explaining The family with a long legacy at Whitehall, Whitehill, a private school. Believe their son has been accepted, but will learn he was rejected based on his skills. So he wasn't rejected for any other reason than he wasn't ready for it, right? And that hurts. But the reason why they fail isn't because he didn't get into the school. It is because the dad asked for him to get into the school undeservingly so, right? He didn't just not do that well on the test. He full on plonked it. Okay.
Bonded.
Okay, so then that is an example. You're going to replace all these pieces out and type in new notes. Does that help?
Yes.
We are out of time.
Write like this.
Yes, but you have to do it for both body paragraphs. 2 evidences per body paragraph.
Can you put that in the paragraph?
I will.
Yeah.
She just